Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard, in a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer did a ton of research before settling on this electric bike, really diving into what makes a good electric bike and what to avoid. It seems like this model checked all the important boxes, boasting features that other reviews highlighted as crucial. Our reviewer specifically looked for any potential downsides, but was satisfied that the manufacturer seemed to have considered everything, from the right battery specifications to the motor capabilities needed for a decent ride. The client was impressed that to get a meaningfully better bike, you'd have to spend significantly more, almost 3 times the price. Interestingly, a negative review of a previous version actually helped sway the decision to purchase. Apparently, the issues raised in that older review had all been addressed in the current model. Beyond the electric components, the reviewer noted that the standard bicycle parts like the Shimano gears, disc brakes, forks and frame were all high quality and made by reputable manufacturers. Of course, there were a few negative comments focusing on where the bike was manufactured, but our reviewer dismissed those concerns, pointing out that many products, including the computer used to write the review, are made in the same place. While the included documentation is a bit sparse, anyone with basic mechanical skills should be able to assemble it, as it arrives mostly put together. Plus, there's always the internet for additional help. Finally, our reviewer offered one crucial tip: to turn on the headlight, hold down the middle button on the electronic gear selector for 5 seconds. A simple trick, but one that can save you some serious frustration.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer seems generally pleased with this electric bike, noting it's a solid value for the money. They did express a concern regarding the brakes, though. According to our reviewer, the mechanical brake calipers aren't the best. Even with adjustments, there's a tight fit for the disc, and the wheels not being perfectly true causes rubbing if the brakes aren't set quite right. This results in braking performance that's just okay and somewhat uneven. They emphasize that it's manageable, but riders need to plan ahead, especially when going fast. What might be a minor issue on a standard bike becomes more noticeable at higher speeds on this one. Aside from the brakes, the reviewer praises the build quality, especially considering the price. Battery life is considered acceptable for what it is, and the assembly process was fairly straightforward. They also appreciate the integrated headlight. The included manual has helpful pictures, although the English isn't perfect. However, context clues allow to figure out the instructions. This client suggests the bike really shines when the pedal assist is set to low. This setting makes it easy to accelerate from a stop or tackle hills without constant gear changes. The reviewer notes that on the low setting, the assistance cuts off at a lower speed, allowing riders to cruise under their own power and conserve battery. They found the pedal assist control a little clunky at low speeds, especially on the high setting, due to a slight delay when starting and stopping. Because of this, they recommend using a lower setting for frequent stops. Ultimately, this reviewer believes this electric bike is likely the best option in its price range, and despite the less than ideal brakes, they still recommend it and feel safe riding it.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer wants to share their experience with this electric bike, their first foray into the world of e-bikes. Assembly was mostly straightforward, though the instructions in the video showed some slightly different components compared to the actual bike received. But someone with bike assembly experience shouldn't have too much trouble figuring it out. Initially, there was an issue with a broken part, but the seller was very responsive and quickly sent a replacement. A reviewer found the bike rideable immediately. However, they felt the seat wasn't particularly comfortable and opted for an upgrade. The rear seat padding was also removed to accommodate a sturdier child's seat. After a 15-mile ride, some minor adjustments were needed, like tightening the brakes and handlebar bolts, but overall, this client is having a great time with the bike. Being quite tall at 6'3", they were happy to find the bike comfortable to ride. This reviewer mentions getting a lot of compliments on their particular setup. Even with their daughter riding on the back, the bike can still reach around 28 mph in full electric mode. Concluding, this reviewer feels that this is a great electric bike for the price, and are even considering purchasing another one from the same manufacturer.
And that's it. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.